such a lush venue. I think one of the nicest gigs is like when someone comes in and is like, I've never been here before, but that was mint, and I'll definitely be back. I think people think that it's just one thing and it's just classical or it's just this kind of gig and it's only for this kind of person, but it's not. I love music and I've always worked within the arts, so to be working in a venue where I can be almost behind the scenes and learn what it's like to put on these events.
So this is the bag that I've been carrying around with me for the past however many months we've been rehearsing, and I keep all my music in here. It's all in this nice little booklet. Voices of the River's Edge, where sort of the kind of the young youth community choir kind of thing. I went to college and I did my level 3 in music performance, and that's what I want to do as a career. I want to be a singer, and I spend half my life at concerts, at gigs, whatever. My dad had sent me an advert for the choir on Facebook because I was fresh out of college. It was the end of the pandemic. I'd had a little bit of a dip in my mental health. I lost a lot of my motivation at that point. I wasn't making much music. I just went to work and I was coming home and that was it. And my dad was like, even if you don't stick with it, just try it out, see what it's like. So I signed up for it, and then they had an open audition kind of thing. It's just been great to be with other people and just to sing all together. Even the first time we did it, just a group of people all together in one room after the pandemic, all just singing and making music together, and it was just amazing.
I mean, I'm just delighted that we've got so much music in common.
Yeah, because it's nice to have someone to share it with, and because we're quite similar people and our music taste is quite similar.
And I've found it's it's kept me interested in new music as well. Stuff I would never have listened to, like K-pop, for example.
Oh yeah, I got your hook on Blackpink.
The costume.
It's a pleasure for me that you're into stuff like Left Field and stuff that was my music from when I was a kid, and then I really love just
I like introducing
hearing
you
what you're into
to new stuff and being
when K Tempest played at the
that
Sage, and it was
amazing.
Almost like a spiritual moment sort of thing.
It's like an experience.
Yeah, and to get to experience that with you, before we had you guys, me and Mum used to travel all over the country seeing bands.
I came along and ruined it.
You didn't ruin it, you just, we had other things to do.
I was a baby
by then.
Hello.
But then we've now gone full circle and you're my little gig buddy now, aren't you?
How did it start?
I just joined in last time, didn't I?
Ready?
This is where the magic happens. So this is our office here. And then this is kind of where we have our briefings. So we put all the information up on there, so then they have it to hand, and then we also get everything prepared here. This literally is the calm before the storm. It's a massive team, but it's really nice when you get to know them all and know what gigs they would love to see. Hi, you're all right. The prep for this started months ago, and then to see it happen is and it happened so quickly as well. It's crazy.
I'm very much influenced by growing up in the Northwest, Manchester music scene, indie, grunge, hip-hop, jungle, house, all the music that I grew up listening to. The melodies and the rhythms come from from India, South Asia, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. But tonight, yeah, tonight is more pop. We're keeping more of a pop vibe in terms of the structures of it, because we've got a 40-minute set. Rather than kind of cut it down to say 4 tunes and still do the same thing and stretch them out with long solos, I want to go bam, 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 you know, and really kind of just tighten up the songs. You know, because I'm a music fan and I care about music history as well. I care about the music that's come out of a place. I think it's really important to kind of come to a place and kind of be a part of that musical fabric, and that musical fabric be a part of you.
I've been part of this place for 20 years almost, and I think it's not just like a concert hall that is imposing and sort of inaccessible. It feels very like a sort of an extension of people's houses in a way. There's definitely a strong sense of the audience being a bit like a family. There's a sense that we're showing this and we're sharing this with a lot of time with people who we know and who we've come to know. And yeah, it definitely doesn't feel like it's a sort of public performance in that sense of the word, where you're just showing up and then you play and whoever comes, comes. That makes it feel different. Here it feels very personal and personable.
The way it stands on the river, like water flowing, and it's so modern and classic as a building, and it's just designed for sound. And then look at all of this. You've got Gil Scott-Heron. Do you know what I mean? That wasn't here last time I was here, I don't think. You know, so great to see him on those arches. I think further up we've got Bowie. Oh, Bowie's gone. Bowie was there. Mozart was there. Here you go. Right, BBC outside broadcast. Look at this. It's just exciting, yeah, it's really exciting just to be part of something with this history, and then also the fact that it's also kind of representing the North, and we're here with a fully northern band, and you know, it's a real kind of, yeah, it's a real honour to be a part of. Every gig, wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, whoever it's with, wherever it is an occasion. If it's in a children's centre, if it's at the Royal Albert Hall, if it's at the Sage, if it's in Mumbai, doesn't matter. It's a real special kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's especially exciting now that, well, these guys are here, and this whole vibe of the festival that is building up, and it's been building up for weeks, because of course there's the anticipation that it's coming, but now that it's happening, it just feels so, not even the rain can stop the sort of, and dampen the excitement.
We're often like an open building, we're a warm space building. That kind of also adds this element of like, you can't only come in here if you're seeing a show, you can just come in here anyway. So it means that we meet new people and different people all the time, because we're not always meeting audiences, we're just meeting customers, which is really nice. So basically this is just everything that goes on in the building in one day. From everything from like where everything's parked, who's on shift, and then we have all the information for Stage 1, all the information for Stage 2. So it's just got all the information as it stands at 9:54. And then we'll see if it changes at 10 a.m. It's so calm, and then when you get 2 halls in, it's just going to be like so busy.
I think maybe I'm starting to really recognise the joy in kind of playing and just letting it go. Just let that music just have been there for that moment at that time.
16 to 17, it again sort of open. Let's do
The act of the rehearsal for me, It's to make sure that everyone knows what the arc of it is and feels it, because we actually start quite intense and it keeps on going. And only then, 2/3 of the way through, do we actually bring it down and have a breath. So normally we don't even have a chance to rehearse. You just try some stuff out on the sound check and hope it goes all right. And so to actually have a rehearsal, like, it's radical. I recommend it. Yeah, nice. So, yeah, that's really nice. So you take. And I'm going to play the theme from Local Hero, written by Mark Knopfler, who's obviously from this part of the world. It's a beautiful melody. This is going to be dedicated to an uncle who passed away a few years ago, who was from round here. And we'll do that just before we kind of launch into our last tune, you know.
It's nice. It's something that I can have. It's like an escape. It's out of work, because that's all I do is I work, and I come home and then I might go to the gym, or I might do other bits and bobs, but it's something different. It's a bit of a break, and it's just nice to once a week go across to the Sage or wherever we're rehearsing that week, and it's just having people who are on that same sort of wavelength as me, and just knowing that I can maybe just message one of them and be like, oh, do you want to go out for coffee, or do you want to go out for lunch, or anything like that. In a way, it's like a little musical support group that we like to call it sometimes.
Like, how amazing is this venue, like how incredible it is when you like watch people walking out and being really excited. It's just such a buzz. To work in a venue that creates opportunity for young people to experience music, live music so young, is like amazing. We often have like school groups in as well, and just seeing them like being able to like sing on these stages as well, it's always like the amount of different people who perform here you don't often think about. Like, we have school groups, we have college groups, and then we have the professionals, but everyone like shares a little bit of Sage.
Try the cucumber. Cucumber? No.
We've got like 30 odd speakers throughout the house, all internet.
How much overall do you think you've spent on the
I think it's just best that we don't discuss that. Like,
that's like
Our topic for another day.
Well, basically, only one of you can go to university.
yeah, and like,
yeah.
What did you think of Self-Esteem on this one last time?
yeah, it was great.
Yeah. So when we were up on the side, and she had those 3 backup dancers wearing like white, like silver sparkly like suits.
Oh
and
yeah,
gloves.
yeah,
They did
that was
transition
great.
halfway through, and they were in
That
like
was
red
amazing.
bodysuits.
That was amazing.
It was amazing. It was like, what kind of genre? Again, it was like electronic-y pop, kind
Yeah.
of indie pop.
She really did blow me away, and part of that was about this relationship she obviously has with the audience. Like, our songs are clearly
interacting
like
with the
really
audience as
important to
well. Yeah.
people.
The vibe I get from the ones I've listened to is like self-empowerment.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, like self-esteem, like the name. It's like,
Prioritize pleasure.
yeah, it's like self-care and like taking care of yourself and being powerful and a strong person. I think.
Yeah, she
That's-
seems
that's
like
what
a
I
very
get.
strong ally as well, because there was one song that it was almost like she was singing it to like an LGBTQ friend. You know, like, I can't remember the one, but it was about carrying on your back or something. But I
Yeah.
felt that was like, yeah.
So she's playing tonight with Northern Symphonia, isn't she?
It'll be good, but it'll be like a different like experience, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
But
curious
it'll be
to
good.
see.
I know it'll be good because she's incredibly talented.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to this evening.
Yeah, it's nice to see everybody.
So what's happening tonight? What are you on all night or?
Yes, it's pretty much non-stop from what we've figured out.
What kind of music is it? Is it classical, upbeat or?
Bit of everything, I think. It's like some classical music, some bits of like contemporary.
Any jazz?
No jazz. A Depeche Mode song, and we're going to be doing a Radiohead song, so that's going to be a bit.
I've heard of them, but I don't know them.
I'm sure you'll probably recognise the song when we sing it. It is one of the most famous.
I did listen to you last year.
Yeah, you said you put the radio on the telly, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think in person it's going to be very different to hearing it on the radio because with all the acoustics and everything else. Because even just like listening to ourselves while I've been in rehearsals this morning was like, it was mind blowing.
Do you look forward to it?
Yeah, always. You know what I'm like with performances. I always that is my thing. I like performing. Just everybody's always nervous, and I'm like, let's do it.
And it's all standing. Where do you want it to end? Anywhere in the middle, because then
it would be nice to be right at the front though, because
kind of between the middle and the front.
Yeah.
I think, or right at the front.
She was very much like singing.
She was central. Yeah, she was singing to the people on the floor, and that's like.
Yeah, should we just sit and have a drink, or do you want to go and sing a bit?
BBC Proms performance by Steve and
Oh my god, guys! Hi!
So many people can access what they love, so many different kinds of music, different kinds of events as well, and then experience it in different ways. It's so magic. We have so many teams that just do a little bit of everything, which is amazing. Like I couldn't survive without having all those other people there.
I've just been outside to the foyer, and really nice vibe, very relaxed atmosphere. And I think these concerts really help with that because it's totally friendly. I mean, in any case, I think concerts are fun things. I mean, I think sometimes people perceive them to be, or imagine, because it's old music, it will be stuffy. And actually, certainly here, it's not like that at all. I think it feels very welcoming and friendly, and there's a good energy about it.
There we are. Ask for your seats. You need to get the t-shirt thing sorted out. That's what you're talking about.
Well, get some t-shirts.
So this is what I'm wearing tonight.
Nice.
Beautiful,
sparkly.
Nice, sparkly white kurta. I'm trying to remember where I got it. Somewhere exotic like Tooting or something in South London. I'm going to wear it with some nice black jeans. Keeps you nice and loose.
Everybody always moans that I'm not ready. I get changed too late. In fact, once I got changed so late that I walked on stage and my socks were like that. So, because I was rushing, and that was so embarrassing.
Nice outfit, nice concert outfit.
Thanks. Bye.
Knock, knock.
Yes? Do you want my scores?
Yes.
Okay.
Just Mazzoli and Mozart to start? Or
Yes.
do you want to take all three?
Yes, please. Okay, Johnny, you can take this. You can take that.
Perfect.
Okay.
Baton or not?
No, I'll take it. Yeah, come and get this at the break.
No problem. And you have about 12 and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, 12 and a half.
Sure. Okay. And we're colleagues. We've got dressing room colleagues.
Yes.
Neighbours, in fact.
Neighbours, yes.
Should I put my jacket on?
Yeah, if you like.
I am quite relaxed in general, but this is quite a big concert, so I think I will be a bit more on edge just before, because it's the whole thing. There's loads of people live on radio, so there's always that adrenaline. But I'm usually lucky to not be the kind of nervous type.
It's amazing, it's everything. It's like we've worked so hard to get to this point, and we've been together for so long, and it's like this is everything we've worked for. And it's like we can have family, friends seeing it, we can have people across the country, across the world hearing it on the radio, and it's like, wow, this is it. This is like one of the biggest things ever. Like the BBC Proms is just, it's world renowned, everybody knows it. amazing.
Welcome to the BBC Proms. We are in the second half of our late night prom from Gateshead.
Good evening and welcome to the BBC Proms on the south bank of the River Tyne.
Hello and welcome to the BBC Proms live on BBC Radio 3.
And there's more music coming up in this next set. The BBC Proms live from Gateshead.
Let's do it, Rob.
Okay. No one believed in you. Can't be sure why I didn't do. The ex got back in touch to be sure you couldn't see this through. So she's jealous of me, you should. Make yourself the sun and not just be a waiting daisy.
To me, a gig is more than just listening to the music. It's like it's an event. Tonight's gig will only happen tonight.
What was your favourite bit?
Why would I say that? Because I know the opening of that song like the back of my hand. And so that, like the opening with the plucking on the strings, I know that. And then when I heard it, and it took me a second to recognise it though, because it was on strings. Because it's like a beat, it's not even notes in the song. Which was awesome.
Singing out and just being one with everybody else. It's what I love. It's everything.
For whatever kind of like jazz this, compose this, write that, I'm a kind of busker and a community musician really at heart, you know, in terms of how I kind of started playing and just wanting to play tunes for people. So for me, it's really important to just connect to people and play something really direct that's only for them.
A concert is just a moment of people sharing some great music together, and it's the only time when that music is happening. It's like a sort of once-in-a-lifetime experience every week. Because that symphony is being played like that only there and then, and only the ones who are there. I think that's quite a special thing to be part of.
There's nothing more to say. I'll make it
when a gig goes well and there's good feedback, and that customer's experience of the stage has been a good one, like that's the reason why you do it, and it's worth it.
Like my grandparents have come from Mansfield and they know that this is what I want to do, and that they're like here for me for it, and it's just it's amazing. They are here for me because this is what I want to do, and they're all here supporting me.
It kind of doesn't really stop, so that we're already in planning for our like autumn term, which will be the next thing that we build towards.
We've got all sorts of projects coming up, so I know that I can come back and there'll be more for me to do, and there'll be different things and things I've never done before.